major happiness, major fulfillment, independence, lots of indulging in the things that make us happy, food, fun, friends, all kinds of things that make life worth living. These things are coming your way, Pisces. Look at this spread. Like, it could not be more clear. You're starting. Hi, Pisces. Bailey B, hanging out for another intuitive reading to help you explore your subconscious and see what's going on. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Thank you for being here. I intend for this reading to give you something fascinating to think about, and I hope you can use that information to lead you to more safety and more fulfillment. I want you to check in with your own intuition to see what feels true and only pick up what's resonating with you. Today I have the Modern Witch Tarot deck here, and I've decided to do a Celtic cross spread, and I've picked a significator. So this is to symbolize the main energy of the reading. I've been feeling like lately, Pisces, we are sort of stuck between worlds. We're in the doorway between two different phases of our life, and the overall energy is sort of like there's been a bit of a problem with the birth, or the little bit of difficulty with the transition from through the portal from one phase to another, and I'm wondering how can we move forward best. So I feel like the Celtic Cross is a great trajectory to show us what is coming here in the near future for us, and then in the far future as well. So Pisces, if you've been feeling kind of stuck lately, let me know in the comments down below if I'm on the money or not. This has been my energy, and today I was even feeling like slightly frustrated. And before, like when I was shuffling the cards, not like for any specific reason, but just kind of like frazzled in my body a little bit. And sometimes that can just signify like I need more rest. But today it felt more like buzzy energy, like in my spine. So I don't know if that was just me kind of picking up on the general energy for the reading today. I have a feeling it was, because it was a sensation I don't feel very often. Anyway, I want us to be here for each other and figure out what we can do to get unstuck. So if you like the sound of that, Pisces, please hit the like button if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. It helps a lot. Still trying to grow the channel to 1,000 followers, my first 1,000 followers. And a subscription would be even better than a like. I appreciate it. And also share this reading with somebody who you feel like might need it. So Pisces, what is the main energy here for us while we're moving through this portal? The Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing, things are turning. The Wheel of Fortune is turning for us. So if you feel like you've been somewhere that is less fortunate, more stuck, you kind of ended a cycle, this is proof here, doubling down. I almost thought, do I need to do the Wheel of Fortune as the significator, or the world? I chose the world because it has less to do with fortune and more to do with progression. But I see fortune changing for us here, Pisces, and I kind of feel like it's our time to come up and be more influential in the world. Our personalities, our feelings, our ability to cross over between the emotional and the logical and use that all in practical, applicable ways is a real gift. So I can see why we're kind of having our come up at this time, Pisces. Again, press the like button if you claim that, if you think you're coming up on this journey and you feel like things are really going to change for you. I'd love to hear about it down below in the comments. All right, so what energy is crossing us here? The Ten of Swords, another ending. So I was so right to do the world as our significator. This is crazy. So this is the end of suffering, a surrender, if you will. This person is obviously like done fighting. They've given up. They're on the ground, surrendering to all the pain and struggle that they've been through. But because they've surrendered and decided not to fight through this anymore, it's over. And there's a new dawn coming for us. And I think a lot of times we have a hard time letting go and the hurt and the pain keeps us stuck down for longer than we really than we need to be down, but we kind of, it's easy to get stuck in that feeling. I don't want to say like we want to be there, but sometimes it can be more comforting when we've been through a lot of pain to stay the same, rather than going through more discomfort to change, right? But in the end, it's kind of like cleaning out a wound that's dirty, right? It's going to be super painful and uncomfortable while you're cleaning it out. But once it's cleaned, it's able to heal, and it's a necessary step we have to go through. Otherwise, that wound will just like get infected and fester and do all of the gross things that will just make it worse. So this is us understanding that we have cleaned out the wound and it was very painful, and we've decided we're just going to give into it and just accept the fact that this cleansing is uncomfortable. But not only are we going to accept that, we're going to get back up and we're going to move forward and we're going to grow and accept that discomfort as well. And we're not going to stay in this stagnant energy or stay down for long. So that is the energy that's crossing you, Pisces. All right, so what do we have in our past, our recent past? The Fool card. Okay, like, come on, guys. I cannot get over this. I said I wanted a reading about new beginnings. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Swords, and the Fool. Like, what comes after the Ten of Swords if not the Fool? This is awesome. I love reading. I hope you guys are feeling this too. Like, this is renewed energy. This is us moving through our fortune changing, us becoming new again and invigorated with joy and hope and faith for the future. We have a companion here. The sun is shining on us, and it's that feeling of innocence and starting again that we've been confronted with here in the recent past. So what is the root of the situation? What are we rooted into? The Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. So it's clear that this turning point has to do with our financial stability, our material stability, something that's slowly going to evolve into a more fruitful future for us. I see kind of a peace, a calm, glowing joy in the presence of this card. And I think we're really rooting down into something that is going to help us grow our finances and help us have a stable foundation for whatever it is that we're going to tackle next. So I really see us rooted in the slow, steady, and sure growth of our material stability here, Pisces. And I love that for us. I think it's exactly what we need to be focusing on in order to make the future a little bit easier for ourselves, because we deserve ease as well. So what is in our headspace right now? Oh, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so a lot of night energy. This is about creativity. This is about manifesting our dreams, having that spark of fire where we are deciding to be more creative and more just like driven by our passions and less distracted by other things that aren't passionate or aren't don't like engender a feeling of, ooh, this is really what I want to be sinking my teeth into right now. Now, we can't always dedicate all of our time to those things, but I see you choosing to focus mentally on what does light your fire, what ignites that creative passion for you. And you're really riding high on this energy. And even if you haven't stepped forward to really take action on these like mental practices you've been doing, or these dreams, this creativity you've been really like cooking up for the future, it is something that is bubbling up from within you, and it's going to start expressing here soon. There's momentum, there's energy, you're galloping forward, and if this is just your emotions and your actions haven't followed yet, they very much will follow soon, especially as you get more and more opportunities to express this new like creative fire that you have in your mind. All right, Pisces, so then what do we have for the near future for us here? Oh, the High Priestess. How lovely. We are the High Priestess, Pisces. This is our energy, Pisces energy. Look at us, We are we are standing on business here. We are on top of things. We're getting things done. We are able to really focus for the moment in the near future here and be incredibly productive, and we're starting to make these intuitive decisions. Your intuitive decision making is going to come online even more in the coming months, Pisces. You're going to be honing in your intuitive decision making skills. You're going to be trusting yourself a lot more. You're embracing this powerful, still energy that comes from deep within inside you. I'm almost getting Empress energy here from this card as well. Just a lot of you really being solid in yourself, your convictions, knowing how valuable you are and how amazing your energy is when you bring it to the table. This is your power, your strength, and you're wielding all of this through your amazing intuitive skills. So this is you in the near future, Pisces, just completely rocking it. All right, so what do we have for you for the far future? Oh, did I not just say the Empress energy? Yes, this is exactly what you're embodying right now. This badass, no one's gonna mess with me. I am sitting on a throne of solid foundation, of confidence, of inner knowing, of being just so satisfied with my decisions and the direction that I'm going that no one is gonna knock you off your game. I know I keep switching from like first to third person and everything in between, but you get what I'm saying, Pisces. I feel like we share this energy, but I also don't want to just talk about me. I want to be able for you to like feel like you can own this in your own way. But this is some of the most powerful new beginning energy I've seen like ever in a reading. You're going through the portal. You've balance this masculine feminine energy, or the output that you created that moved you through this portal. And the reason why it seems like you're feeling so stuck is because the way you got to this point was the balance of the masculine and feminine, the balance of the do attitude, which is attributed to masculine, and the sit back and let things come to you energy, which is attributed to the feminine. But right now, you're really embracing and honing in your feminine energy, which is that sitting back and receiving, letting things come to you, letting things appear, letting the universe give you things, bring you things. I had a friend the other day saying that they had like told themselves they wanted to get a new phone, and like not a day later someone knocked on their front door and was like, we have this new deal, blah blah blah. And they were like, it was the exact thing that they had researched and the exact phone and everything that they had picked that they wanted, and the people literally showed up at their door with like no prompting. The universe was just like, oh, this is what you want, here you go. So synchronicities might be happening to you a lot lately, but it is all a sign that you're on the right track, you're in the right place, and it's time for you to stop trying to change and manipulate things or go out there and get things done. It's really time for you to be sitting back and receiving. And I think one of the biggest lessons in this receiving energy is to be grateful, right? Be grateful for all the little things, even if they do feel uncomfortable or new, or like maybe you're like, oh, wait, maybe this isn't what I really wanted. And the universe has brought it to you. And now you're like kind of second guessing, like, is this what I really wanted? All of those things are totally valid and fine, but just be aware that this is how the universe is communicating with you right now through these synchronicities and signs. So even if you end up changing your mind, it's still okay to have this massive amount of gratitude for the amount of communicating the universe is doing with you right now. And again, like even if you pivot or turn a different direction, the universe is going to be there with you, following you, and throwing new things your way to try out, and until you get it right and you're really making a path towards happiness right now. And the universe is backing you up, Pisces. I'm taking a second look at these two energies and comparing them, your near future and you morphing into this in the far future. The transition I'm seeing here is that you are going from this intuitive phase where you kind of know what's coming, but there's not a lot of physical proof, to things actually showing up in your physical reality and being able to support you physically, and be things that are like actually apparent in your life and not just intuitive things that you know are coming but haven't quite arrived yet. So that's what I'm seeing this develop into here. All right, so next we have our relationships. What are relationships going to be like in the future? The Four of Wands. Wow, celebratory, binding, being able to collect together and have this energy that is honoring of you, honoring of your choices, honoring of the people that you've chosen to keep around you, your chosen family. A lot of celebrating and a lot of togetherness here in the Four of Wands energy. Also, you being recognized for your talents and for the things that you bring to your community. This is an awesome energy when it comes to you and other people, how your relationships are going to look in this new phase. And I really see you getting a lot of the recognition you deserve finally. Maybe you're experiencing more reciprocal relationships, and you're being seen for your talents, whereas like maybe in the past you had more of a hard time expressing yourself or being recognized for the things that you're really good at, especially within your social circles. Your family may not have seen you for who you are, as well as your chosen family sees you now and is going to start seeing you more and more in the coming future. All right, next placement is our hopes and fears. Ooh, the Justice card, very reassuring. Here's this veil again that we have with the High Priestess. A lot of mysterious energy coming through, a lot of things that will be revealed soon but aren't quite clear yet. I feel like you have a sense of what's coming intuitively, and you know that it's going to be fair, that it's going to eventually even out all this work you've been doing and all of this energy you've been putting into growth in your community and healing. There's going to be justice coming, and sometimes we fear that like the world won't be fair, or that we won't end up having a balance or an equilibrium in our relationships, or a give and take that actually helps us grow. But I'm seeing here that your fears are going to be eased with the passing of time. The more you lean on your friendships, the more celebrated you are within your friend groups, these things are going to start to heal for you, and you are going to feel like you have an equal give and take relationship with the universe. You're putting out things like love and attention, work and care, and those are the things you're getting back as well. It's a balanced feeling of you are sharing your gifts with the world and the world is sharing gifts with you. So I really like that energy for your hopes and fears. And then lastly, what is our final outcome, Pisces? The Pisces Queen of Cups. This is peace, joy, stability, while also feeling the depth and complexity of life, which gives us that full spectrum of color when we're moving through this existence. We don't want to just feel numb or have like a mundane, repetitive existence, right? We want lots of dynamism. Is that the word? Lots of fun, lots of, human feelings. We want the human experiences, and this is you being able to stay balanced within yourself, hold that sacred feminine energy, respect your own feelings, and be able to actually enjoy the process of the ups and downs, and not have to feel so wrapped up in, you know, like things are never going to get better when we're down, or things like always have to stay great when they're good. It's like being able to embrace both situations with a little bit more ease and some grace for ourselves and for others while we're moving through more difficult times. But it's like this understanding that you're coming out the other side of this whole experience, with that you are capable of feeling the full spectrum of emotions, Pisces, and really understanding the depth and complexity of life and what it is to be human, while also not letting the waves overtake you, but very much still staying grounded on your throne, feeling firm in who you are, and this gentle, peaceful feeling of, I've done it. I've made a foundation for myself, and I'm feeling so nice and lovely. I'm like seeing her dress here just shimmering in the sunlight and just this warm breeze on their face. I feel like a lot of peace, a lot of clarity, and a lot of stability is coming your way, Pisces, emotionally and otherwise. So, man, I could not have a better outlook for you right now. Coming through this portal, we were feeling stuck, but wow, look why when where we're headed. It's going to be so worth it. This is something that is really going to develop into major stability and what's on the back? Nine of Cups. Major happiness, major fulfillment, independence, lots of indulging in the things that make us happy, food, fun, friends, all kinds of things that make life worth living. These things are coming your way, Pisces. Look at this spread. Like, it could not be more clear. You're starting over again. You're riding through with passion. You're growing quicker than you ever have before. You're being supported by those that are around you, and you're feeling the equal give and take of your relationships, which is ultimately going to end up healing you and helping you really enjoy and love the ups and downs of life rather than feel like you're constantly on this roller coaster that you can't handle. You can handle it. You're growing, you're learning, and the universe is supporting you here, Pisces. So I really hope this helped you have a little bit of hope for the future and faith in yourself to keep moving forward, Pisces. Please press the like button if you resonated with this reading, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm here once a week for your weekly reading, Pisces. I was here every other day, but I've had to cut back just a little bit. But help me get to that first 1,000 subscribers, and I might be able to come back to you guys more often again. So share this with a friend, press the like button, comment down below to help support my channel. And thank you for everything you do for me, Pisces. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope you live long and prosper.